Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain-Free You. Today I wanted to address the topic of a setback. So I guess the title for today's video is going to be, why did my pain get worse? How to handle a setback. So first and foremost, let's take a breath or two. Sky is blue, clouds are white and fluffy. I love it. Gorgeous day. No cicadas for some reason. Shh. Let's hope that doesn't cause them to screech. All right. Beautiful. It's gorgeous out. Early August. It's cool. It's not bad. All right. So, why did my pain get worse? And how to handle that setback. So let's put it in the context of the focus of this channel. If you're new to the channel, I had 13 years of pain. Got over it about 14 years ago. I've had no chronic pain since. So I speak from experience personally. Been studying this stuff for the better part of 20 some odd years. And been teaching it and coaching and helping people out for 6 to 7 years. I don't have the exact dates. But in any event, a lot of experience here. I've been doing daily videos since the end of March 2019. So I'm getting close to 1,600 videos, hundreds of hours worth of content, thousands and thousands of comments coming from you folks. So I've got some insights here that are valuable, have helped me understand this stuff better than I ever have. And so, chronic pain. It's created by the brain perceiving danger. You might think you've got an injury. You might think you got a bad back, shoulder, leg. You might think you've got medical, physical reasons for headaches or whatever else is going on. But at the end of the day, what I've really learned through all these years, decades of study, is that the perception of danger is what turns pain on and what keeps it on. The solution is safety. So, why did my pain get worse? Simply put, your brain's perceiving more danger. No, but Dan, you don't understand. I went for a walk yesterday, my pain got worse, so it has to be physical, right? No, because unless you fell down and banged up your body while you were taking that walk, it's not physical. Walking is not dangerous. It's not harmful. But if your brain perceived that you're doing something that it might believe or perceive as dangerous, the brain will turn up the pain. So why did your pain get worse? Because your brain's perceiving more danger. Simple. But I went to the gym. My pain got worse. Okay. Quick question, did it get worse at the gym or later? In either case, the brain perceiving danger is why pain gets worse. So what's the best way to handle a setback? Let's say you're aware of this mind-body concept, what Dr. Sarno coined TMS, tension myositis syndrome, later tension myoneural syndrome, and then the mind-body syndrome. He's the one who in the 1980s figured out that the brain's creating pain to, in his words, distract, my words, protect from something the brain perceives as dangerous. And in his theory, he was saying that the emotions, the repressed emotions, primarily anger and rage, are what the brain was trying to keep us safe from. All that said, many things can be perceived as dangerous by the brain. Life stress, work stress, financial stress, relationships, confrontations with other people, crowded places, bright lights, loud noises, physical movements, body positions, you name it. Lots of things can be interpreted by the brain as dangerous. And if we are experiencing pain and all of a sudden it gets worse, the best way to handle a setback is to call it out for what it is. I didn't hurt myself. I didn't injure myself. The brain's perceiving danger. And therefore, the best way to handle a setback is to quickly remind ourselves and our scared, overprotective brain that's sounding a false alarm The best way is to remind that brain that there's really nothing bad that happened, and that this perception of danger is actually incorrect. It's a mistake. The brain's opinion of danger is incorrect. Because if you look around and go, well, I just took a walk, why am I hurting more? And you know that perceived danger is the cause of pain or a cause of an increase in pain, and not necessarily a physical manifestation, a physical problem, then you'll be able to calmly reassure yourself that, hey, brain, you're making a mistake. I'm not really in danger. I'm not in harm. I did not injure myself. Even if the symptoms and the pain comes on pretty quickly, it's not proof of injury. It's just proof that there's an increase in the perception of danger. So, why did your pain get worse? Worse. It's almost always the brain perceiving danger at some level. If you say, but I wasn't even thinking about it, it just happened, it came out of the blue. Okay, so your subconscious brain is what is determining whether or not pain stays, goes, increases, decrease. Danger, safety, right? Danger, the pain will go up. Safety, the pain can come down. That means your job is safety. If symptoms are going the wrong way, best way to handle that is not to freak out and panic and cause the symptoms to go worse because you're panicking and increasing the perception of danger. Anytime the pain starts to turn upwards quickly, hard stop. There's nothing wrong, brain. Nothing bad happened. And if you don't buy into the brain's perception of danger by adding more secondary fear and freak out and panic and worry and overthinking it and trying to figure it out, if you don't buy into any of that, oftentimes the slight increase in symptoms can turn and come back down. But I can almost guarantee you that if any slight increase of symptoms causes you to launch into a full-blown panic, freak out, worry, oh no, the last time I had a flare-up, it lasted weeks, or whatever. Don't fuel a slight increase in symptoms with more fear, because that's pouring gasoline on a fire and saying, why did it keep on getting worse? The best way to handle a setback is calm, clarity, call it out for what it is, reassurance, almost indifference, like, hey, the pain's going up, I know I'm good, so not going to worry about it. Not going to buy into it with the fear. Do this consistency, and you're going to have these setbacks or flare-ups be less intense and last for shorter and shorter durations. That's the best way to handle a setback. If your pain goes up and you freak out, and then the higher pain makes you freak out more, and then conclude that this is never going to work for me because I'm always ending up back where I started. It's not because this process doesn't work. It absolutely does, because what I've laid out is actually based on how the system works. So if you work within that framework and feed the brain the information necessary to bring pain down, safety, the system is going to work that way. You got to do it consistently, though. You can't freak out one minute and be calm the next and expect the brain to trust the calm. Consistently freak out less. Be calm more. Clarity. Remind yourself, nothing bad's happening. Nothing bad is happening. Pain going up just means that the subconscious, or in some cases the conscious, is perceiving danger. We're telling ourselves an old story that goes, well, if I do this, then that's going to happen. And, I don't want to make the wrong decision. I'm worried about this. I'm worried about that. If you're fueling the brain's perception that everything is dangerous, don't be surprised when things start getting worse. And if you respond to things getting worse with more fear, you're pouring gasoline on the fire. Why is your pain going up? Your brain's perceiving danger. No more, no less. That's it. It's not a catastrophe. It's just the brain perceiving danger. And your job, your responsibility is calm, clarity, confidence, indifference if you can get there. Shift your attention back to doing normal things, living your life. But whatever you do, respond. Not with freak out, ideally calm reassurance, and even better, indifference. So why is your pain going up? Perceived danger. Why will it go down? Or when will it go down? When your messages of safety have been consistent enough. So I hope this makes sense. And yeah, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Love you.